Hey everyone, my name is Chris, and today we're going to be talking about Kanye West. Kanye West news update for May 10th, 2020, and it continues to be slow in the world of Kanye, but we have some interesting things, or at least relatively interesting given that there's nothing going on. But one, Kanye West apparently loves face masks as shown in family photo. So Kim had posted this to Instagram, and it's just this photo from last year's trip to Japan, and Kanye would wear full face masks. I wasn't aware that this was a thing that was going on with Kanye wearing masks like that. Like, dude really loves dressing up and being a ham. I think that's hilarious. I mean, mask culture has become more normal in America and everywhere else in the world recently due to obvious reasons, but it's always been kind of a thing in Japan. And I do wonder if Kanye was partaking in that, or if he just got filled with the spirit of Akibara and was like, you know what? I'm going to anime it up, arcade it up, and just go about as a character. But him wearing the mask is pretty funny, especially as like nobody else in the family is. But you can see Kim in the caption just said, flashback to last year's Japan trip when Kanye would wear full face masks, and has the crystal ball to say as if he knew what was going to happen. Dude's always looking into the future, you know? And then we have this one, which is a little strange. Kim Kardashian reveals Tristan Thompson sent her early Mother's Day flowers. And this isn't really Kanye news. It's just weird to me because the article says, and maybe the article just got it wrong, but it says on Friday, Kim Kardashian took to Instagram and revealed that Khloe Kardashian's ex, Tristan Thompson, had sent her an early Mother's Day bouquet. Specifically, in video footage on her Instagram story, the KKW beauty boss noted that the NBA player and her younger sister, Kendall Jenner, had sent her impressive bouquets of pale pink roses. I don't know if that means how it's written, that they had sent them separately, like Tristan and Kendall sent them separately, or if Tristan and Kendall together sent these bouquet of roses. Regardless, I mean, that's not here or there. Why is Tristan sending Kim flowers? Like, I get that he might be trying to get back into the family's good graces or back into Khloe's good graces. Maybe he and Kim have continued to have a positive relationship, which I feel like is something that I've heard. At the same time, who gives... I don't give my friend... Am I a bad friend that I don't give my friends that are Mother's Day flowers? That's strange to me, man. Who does that? Who gives somebody that they're not... Weird. But actually, it does bring up a point. I don't think we heard today anything that Kanye did for Kim. You know, in previous years, Kanye's done kind of elaborate Mother's Day things for Kim. Kenny G playing saxophone, full like string choir band in the living room, other flowers all through the room, things like that. And today I didn't quite catch anything. Then we have this. Kim Kardashian is tickled by this Kanye West as otters thread. And this surprised me because, you know, I'm on Twitter all the time and I didn't catch this at all. And it's become kind of popular. I don't know how I missed it. You can see the thread. Kim just kind of put a heart, but this is Kanye West as otters thread. Like, this might be the best one. Like, that's so perfect. The St. Pablo, or the Life of Pablo, Madison Square Garden show. Yeezy season 3. And then the wave, the snarl, a kiss on the cheek, sleeping, excitement, praying, you know, looking vogue and chic, smiling happily, rubbing the mouth, tongue out, heartbreak. And then, you know, just deep in contemplation, feeling the vibe of the moment, thinking through things. It's just, I don't know. I didn't know you could match so many pictures of otters with Kanye West, but I'm glad somebody did. Rager's Oatmeal, great job. And then last, we have Kanye West has now spent half a year at number 1 on the gospel chart. I just want to mention, as a Forbes contributor myself, my purview and my like beat, as they call it, is supposed to be Kanye. Like, I'm the one that writes Kanye articles on Forbes, not Hugh. Hugh didn't even ask, you know? Though, to be fair to Hugh, I haven't written an article on Forbes in like a month, so he's probably like, my time to shine. But at the same time, I'm feeling a little defensive and territorial at the moment. But Kanye West has now spent half a year at number 1 on the gospel chart. And this is a little bit old, April 29th, but I still thought it was worth mentioning. Despite the controversy around Jesus is King and the mixed reaction people have had to Jesus is King, it's still done very well in the gospel community. Granted, it doesn't seem like there are that many entries into the gospel album landscape that could challenge somebody of Kanye's popularity. So the fact that he has had a song like Follow God top the charts for 26 weeks does make sense. Hugh also goes on to say that the album has now dominated the top gospel album chart for 25 weeks, only having this Kierra Sheard's album. It took me a second to read the name. Kierra Sheard's album top him for just 1 week. So Jesus is King has continued to do very well in its niche field, but it still continues to be maybe the Kanye album that fans have cared about the least. I mean, even with the controversy surrounding Ye and the mixed reactions to Ye, it still seemed to get a lot more conversation and generate a lot more conversation online in the fan base over the course of 2018, even into the release of Jesus is King, where Jesus is King has almost felt like it's just kind of fallen off completely, which is a shame to somebody like me, who, even though I am not religious in the least bit, I love Jesus is King for the journey that it takes us on, from Kanye being in this conflicted place where he is not practicing religion in the best of ways. Even on the song Follow God, it's a perfect example. He's being told that what he's doing ain't Christ-like. He even says he's wrestling with God. To have the first part of the album explore this tension of him trying to live a very Christian life but going about it in the wrong way, before having it click how he needs to practice his faith and what it truly means to have faith, and having the last half of the album be him approaching his life and the world from that new perspective. There's such a sense of peace and catharsis that we get in the juxtaposition between those two halves that gives me a positive feeling that you don't really get on Kanye albums. You know, Travis and I just recorded our Jesus is Lord episode for Watching the Throne, and we have podcast episodes on every song of Jesus King at this point, which you can go and listen to either here on YouTube or on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. But we say in the latest episode, Kanye albums don't typically end on a high note. You have College Dropout, which does with Last Call. He's celebrating becoming famous, having the success that he's had. But you look at Late Registration, and that ends with Gone. Everything that follows. Maybe I should just do a separate video on this, which I think I might, rather than getting into it now. But just Jesus is King offers a unique experience in terms of a positive ending on a Kanye album that I really enjoy. So I hope that people over time continue to go back to it and just give it a second shot, whether you're religious or not, whether you didn't like the, I guess, mix-ups with the production or the mixing at first that got corrected over subsequent re-releases of the song or re-uploads of the album over the week that it first came out. I think if you go back and listen to it again, you might be surprised with some of the positivity that you feel towards it if you didn't feel that in the first place. I think most Kanye albums take time to grow on people before really elevating in reputation for them, and I hope Jesus is King is one that does that for you as well. But I guess that's all that we have for Kanye news right now. Hopefully we got something more exciting coming up this week, but you can continue to tune in here because we'll be talking about whatever it is, and I'll have some more exciting Kanye West content and videos coming soon. And if you're enjoying the channel and want to help us out, Liking, subscribing, commenting, any of those three things tells YouTube that this is a worthwhile show that people enjoy or channel, and then they promote it to more people, which just helps us out. So little ways to give us a little bit of a boost. But until the next time, stay wavy, keep it loopy.